we're doing. Hello, this is Dr. Jerry Cuomo. I'm here with the next implant rescue case. It is a Straumann tissue level wide neck case. The abutment screw and solid abutment, all one piece. Evidently, the fragment is internally. So before I do anything, I'm going to use a microsuction just to remove on a yellow tip. Just remove the food and debris that's in there. We're just going to see if it has any movement. We'll test it first, in other words. So that's next. So yellow suction tip and a microsuction. So you can see the orifice itself, but you really can't see beyond the saliva that's covering it right now. Once I remove that, and then the first thing we're going to look at is the internal octa, synocta, the internal configuration of the what we call the conical connection, the connection of the interface of the fixture. Now this is straight in on the fixture. We'll bend it gently like that. Connect the two and just gently go in and removing excess. Transfer. Now I said before we would have to trim tissue. We will, but I think what I like to do right now is pre-soak it since it has a perfect opening. There's really no need to put in any chimney at this point. We will place a healing abutment, but we're going to pre-soak. I'm looking at the internal aspect. It's all cluttered with material. So again, no need to do any laser work at this point. We're going to go ahead and just apply now the chemical. It's tartar and stain. And that's, we're going to go right into the base like that. And this will start to pre-soak the TED. You can see the darkness of that material that we want to continue to clean until this solution goes from a dark color to a clear color. Okay, so I'm just contouring the bend and right in there like that without touching any of the adjacent tissue. Again, you can see it's almost like a tarnished look to the nether red, please. That's like a tarnish. That's just bioburden. That's all it is. Just bacteria. And so we're letting it soak. Now it'll actually creep by the threads and go to the base of the implant itself. That's what you want. You want to creep by the threads. Once it gets by the threads and gets to the base, it's gonna start to do its thing, work its magic. All right. So you can see this is like the third application, and it's starting to disappear. So that's tissue, please. Kleenex. Okay. Okay. So this is good. Now we don't do anything. Let it soak a little bit. We're gonna kind of trust your brain, not your eyes. Sometimes letting it soak. I'm looking for bubbles. Just looking for anything passive, any passive bubbles. So we know it's a type. It's below the first thread, so it's either going to be a 2 or a 4. A 2 is going to be below the threads with mobility. 4 is going to be below the threads with no mobility, and it's going to be locked in there. So that's what we're doing, just waiting. Yeah. As we're doing that, we're checking around. The synocta is intact. It looks like it's intact. I don't see any marks or any abrasions. Now we can take a suction. Now I'm going to go ahead in there with the micro suction. And we'll make a bend to fit. Okay, so obviously so we have to come in from the side. We don't have something long enough to go in there, so we come in from the side and suction that out. we're going to do it again. This is new? Yes, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Come in from the side. Okay. And then now work it. Okay, you can see a lot of little metal fragments now floating around. Any of that stuff, you don't want to get it caught in the threads on the way out or on the way down, either way. Okay. I'll do one more. I'm going to suction that out now. Come in from the side. There we go. Okay, now we're starting to see more of the trueness now of the thread itself. I can identify the thread now. I can see the interface, so that material that was hiding the actual top of the first thread of the fragment is no longer there. So now it looks like a machine shop thread. You can actually see it. It's shiny. And that's the inside of the thread. Threads are kind of V-shaped. If you really took a cross-section of them, they're V-shaped. Some of them are rounded. Some of them are, companies make them geometric, you know, not to cut anything or cause cross-threading. You know, the Germans are very, and the Swiss are very conscientious. So you can see there's a lot of material to show you. Still a lot coming off on there. You see all that fragment stuff. So we're going to keep going here. We're not testing it yet. We're just cleaning the site until you can start to see. Sometimes you can see this actual serial number internally. I'm going to have my patient turn a little bit toward me. A little bit. Yep, Bob, thank you. I'm going to sneak around. Get a little better angle, so we have to go right here. Maybe add a little Vaseline to the lip, perhaps. In case we pull a little bit too much. It's starting to clean up. It's just taking time. There's debris city in there. A lot of metal. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's because when it was loose, it was rubbing metal to metal. Perhaps. That could be, you know, one thing. You know, that's the one thing. You hope that the screw didn't rub as well. But they're titanium. They're prefabricated titanium, not something that was cast to. That's crazy. If that was a cast through, that means it's a kind of a UCLA kind of abutment made. And that's usually made out of a non-titanium, unless the titanium part. Yeah, you know what? It's cast gold to titanium, or cast to. So they wax it up, they make the abutment, and then they invest it and cast it. And that's how that's made. Unless I'm not sure if you can actually cast titanium today without milling it, you know. Or maybe they made a large, you know. I don't see two pieces on the crown, so I'm assuming it was a gold cast to UCLA abutment type of scenario. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of rinsing. Let me suck that out first, and then we'll rinse thoroughly. I don't want to get anything floating around in there that may not. Okay, so we're switching magnification. I'm going to drop it down to 8. We were at 12.5, close to 20. Now I got to sneak in there, do my thing. Okay, good. I'm out. Now to your left, Bob, and we'll rinse you, all right? We're going to get your other left. Yes, away. You all right? Nose. Okay, got it. All right, here we go. Just want to make sure I didn't touch your lips at all anywhere. Everything good? Hold on, just want to be sure. And, you know, 20 minutes later you got a little red area on your lip. I don't want to see that happen, so you're good. Okay, excellent job. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to use just a regular long explorer, endodontic explorer, and we're going to see if we got any movement. All right, step one. Okay. Okay. Turn a little bit. Right here. Right. Okay, close for a second. Rest. Okay, use a small mirror, please. We're just going to retract. Actually, I'll take a cotton roll. That should be more than enough to retract. How you holding up? All right? Okay, so I'm going to test it. Okay, there we go. Now I'm good. Yeah. Okay, here we go. AM. Bite block. Going to give you something to rest your jaw on, Bob, because kind of bouncy in there.
There you go. Kind of bite down on that. There you go. Just stay closed right on that. Relax on it.
Want to change it? You got it? Okay, better.
Beautiful.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, we're zeroing in. Regular long explorer. It's loose, guys. We just want to spin it out the right way. So let's get it the right way. Long explorer again. So we got it to loose. Loosen up. Okay, here we go. A little more of a 90. It's a long stretch in there. We got adjacent teeth in the way. Yeah, it's got to go the other way. There we go. I can get it past the first thread. We're in good company. Everybody seems to. How am I doing? All right? You okay?
Good. Thumbs up, doctor.
I love thumbs up.
Absolutely.
I might have to pre-soak it again, but it's coming. There's no right or wrong here. If you use the wrong, you start over. As soon as you get it rolling, then it comes. It's coming now. So we go with the yellow suction tip, and we'll be good. All right, good day for you today. We'll be done in about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. It's in the little container he's got. I got tissue in the way, so we still got a laser. Amen, brother. Boy, I've seen this kind of stuff messed up, you know, where dentists go in with a rotary, they want to play Mr. Hero, and then they nick it, and then they cold weld it in, and then I get the call. We're here, see, I'm just using an instrument, and I'm backing it out nice and easy. Let's see if I can zoom in. So there's the fragment, the top. You see the topography? See how every time a screw fractures, there's always a certain topography to look at. Okay. And sorry. Okay, I'm ready for the suction tip. It's ready to come out. 1 second. Yep, got it. There we go. Okay, I'll curve it in. Come in from the side. Push down. Can't do that. Need to come over the lip more. Come in from the side. Grab onto it like that and pull it out. All right. So here's our piece. Okay, we'll put that in a cleaner. Now we got to clean those threads. Let's do that. I'll put this in the box.
You want to put it in that cleaner, doctor?
No, I'm going to clean the threads inside the mouth.
Okay.
New stuff, everything new. Let's even go with the interproximal cleaner. So a proxy brush as well. So we'll get those out. How about that, folks? That's how you do it. You take a sharp, long instrument and just tease it out slowly. No rush. Job's done. Now all I got to do now is clean the mess inside. We want meticulously clean threads. How do you do that? Well, you got to think. We don't use bar cleaner solution, okay? We don't use that kind of. Look how dark that is. That's been in there a long time. Yes. Yeah, I got, yep, just line them up. Here we go. Next one. Still a precision job. You don't want to get any of this on tissue. Okay. That's looking good now. We're going to rinse that out. I'm going to just use regular water, regular suction. Okay, Bob, I'm going to rinse it out. Good job. Okay. Very good. You all right? Okay. I'm going to continue to go in until I don't see any more darkness in it, because there's stuff in the threads. And then I'll have a very good. And when you want metal to metal, when they're tight and screwed next time, you don't want anything to be in the way. I never had the privilege of taking a spark plug out, you know, that was fractured. My dad would work on some of these. They got kits for that kind of stuff.
You don't want to have that experience.
That's a bore out kind of thing. You gotta have to give that to a guy on the shop to bore out the spark plug. That's if they strip it, you know, strip the hex. But see, they have to, you know, when you put a new spark plug, how can you actually go in there and clean out the threads before you put a spark plug back in? That's got to be very difficult. You maybe do it with a cloth or some kind of an instrument. Clean the threads. Because they're always, you know, spotting in spark plugs back in, you know, those kind of engines. Bob can't talk right now. Probably entertain a discussion later. Okay. Here I got access. I can clean it. Okay, so I said I was going to use another brush. So we're going to use a proxy brush, which is here. And we'll pre-dip that. And kind of bend that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Coming in from the side. Proxy goes in. Now we're going to rinse that because it's getting on the tissue a little bit. It's good. Rinsing. Everything good? Okay, so now that's clean. And we'll look inside. And now we look straight in on that. And put that. You got the blight block still in there? Yes, yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. You all right? Okay. Here we go. Yep. Okay. I'll make sure. Okay. There we go.
You're doing great. Not too much more.
I'm just trying to see if I can see a serial number. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now, if it's clean, I can see the serial number. I don't see it, so I have to clean more. Okay, sorry. I want to pick up the number. It'll be in reverse because I'm looking through a mirror. Oh, shit. Get that. There. No, I don't see a number. That's odd. Usually there's a serial number sitting right there for me to see. I don't see one. All right. That's strange. There's one little nick on a thread. It's the second thread toward the buckle aspect. I see it. Tiny nick though. Very tiny. It's not going to matter. It's just part of the abrasion of it wasn't on the first thread, it was embedded in the second one. Very small. Let's just make sure it's not a reflection of light. Okay. No, it's definite. It's okay though. No problem. There we go.
Sorry.
Okay. Now the next step is to get the healing abutment in there. Now your gum tissue grow over the rim of the implant. So that means the tissue will be pinched if I just put this healing abutment in there. This is the healing button they gave me. So the tissue is going to be pinched a little bit. So the other thing is you take a laser and just trim a little bit of it back. So let's do that. This way it's done right. It'll heal properly and it'll heal even better. You good? All right, Bob? Are you all right with that? Okay. Let me get mine on. Pamela's going to put hers on, and then we're still good. We're still rolling. The tape's still rolling. Everything's still going good. I hit the ready button. I'm going to activate. Where am I going?
Right, third door.
Here.
Yeah. Right there, back. Right there, back.
Just one? Okay.
Oh, you might have gotten one out.
Okay. I'm going to activate it. It's activated. I'm going to paint with a little topical and we'll keep it on low. so you don't feel it as much. Open wide. There we go. Put it right there. Okay. Kind of confined in there, but it'll work. Okay. Okay. Hey, you got a laser in one. Okay, here we go. You okay? No pain, right? None. Okay. All right, I'll get rid of that. Yeah. There you go. Blocked. Small suction in there. Just about complete here. I'm going to reactivate it.
Open. Bite. Thank you.
Okay. I'm competing with your elbow. Have it come from this end, maybe? That's better. Okay. Okay, I can see better now. Tender? Okay. Everything else good though, right? Looks like we're ready. That's pretty good. Okay. Driver. Okay. Okay. Okay, my friend, I'm going to hand tighten everything in. And we'll call it a day. Well, something like that. So I have large suction on. Just make sure it's dry. I'm going to rinse again. Open. No, stay. You're good. 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 Okay, now I'm going to use micro suction. One more time. Many times I used to put these in and they would put an antibiotic down in with the cover screw, and I'm not sure if that was a great idea, because surgeons would do it with the cover screw on the day of surgery. Yeah, it was part of the protocol. It's large suction out and ready. Here we go. Not a Reston, it was a gel. Oh, get it. It's in there.
Suction, cotton pliers.
Got it. It's on you. Okay, I got to get rid of this guy. We got to have you open.
Open. Can you open for me? We're almost done. There you go.
Hold that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nope. Hit it again. Nope. We're going to have to clear more of the tissue away. Let me just break now.